In this professional development session, we will explore how to effectively infuse digital citizenship into your existing yearly sequence for high school students, focusing on media literacy, digital rights, and helping students identify credible information. Broad spectrum digital citizenship has become a core skill of the 21st century for students and adults alike. Students aren't struggling to find information, rather, they're struggling to evaluate it. That's why digital citizenship is more important than ever as a 21st century life skill. Identifying which posts, articles, and news sources are trustworthy is a constantly evolving narrative that requires knowledge, thought, and repetition to effectively make decisions that are beneficial to you and your students. Media literacy can be defined as helping students think critically about the media they consume, not just passively absorbing what is presented in their algorithms. Developing an understanding about biases, recognizing that news sources or creator channels can be influenced to produce certain types of content, and ultimately questioning sources that provide talking points can assist students in developing their digital citizenship skills. This process of analysis and evaluation is the key to finding meaningful content. Students need to learn how to identify who created content, why it was created, and how it may be influencing them or others emotionally. News sources can occasionally use certain types of words to elicit a response from their viewers or readers. Understanding that various authors can provide different point of views or POVs can aid students in identifying facts versus opinions as well. A simple routine like stop, think, verify gives students a repeatable process they can use anytime they encounter information. This assists in their development of digital citizenship skills as they continue to practice the steps that ensure they are working to sift through the noise and find meaningful content. Using real or realistic examples helps students engage and apply their thinking in meaningful ways. Hearing from other students can also augment their understanding by gaining exposure to different ideas, cultures, or opinions that can holistically increase a student's competency in the skills of digital citizenship. Students also need to understand their rights in digital spaces, including privacy and freedom of expression, as well as the generalized access to information that we all so often take for granted. In fact, it is this freedom of expression that allows untrustworthy sources to create content that is not based solely in truth or facts, but rather in opinion or the use of emotional verbiage meant to rile up their viewers or readers. With rights come responsibilities. How students behave online matters just as much as what they know. This includes respect, honesty, and security. Digital citizenship not only includes the content that we are exposed to, but also the content that we create. When producing, we should encourage truthful information based in fact that is respectful to all parties involved, including ourselves. Using scenarios and discussion opportunities like this help students connect abstract ideas to real life decisions they may face in the real world. In this example, students are given a scenario such as a student shares a private message or photo publicly. Then students should discuss what rights and responsibilities are involved in this action. This would work really well as a think, pair, share. In a think, pair, share, students are given 1 to 2 minutes to think about their answers, 1 to 2 minutes to discuss with a peer, then 1 to 2 minutes to share with the entire class. Credibility isn't about one factor. It's about evaluating multiple indicators together to make sure we are processing information responsibly. Ensuring that the author is a master of the content is imperative to trusting the source, as well as identifying the evidence they provide to support their claim. Remind students to verify they are on a trustworthy website that contains relevant, accurate data as well. Simplifying Vying evaluation frameworks makes them more usable for high school students in real time. The CAP test is a simple tool they could potentially use daily to ensure that a post is credible, accurate, and purposeful. Experts don't stay on one site. They verify information by checking multiple sources through a practice called lateral reading. Lateral reading requires students to open a new tab to cross check the information they are studying or reading in real time. Digital citizenship works best when it's integrated into other lessons throughout the year, not taught independently in isolation. Strategies for teachers involve embedding digital citizenship lessons throughout various units, using real or realistic examples to aid student understanding, and demonstrate thinking aloud and respectful discussions among potentially differing parties. These resources provide ready to use lessons and real world examples you can bring directly into your classroom. All four of these prioritize truth and fact rather than opinion or clickbait headlines. Assessment doesn't have to be complex like a test or quiz. Quick checks for understanding can be highly effective. Gamified options are great as well to allow for repetition and additional exposure to these digital citizenship ideals. Ultimately, our goal is to help students become thoughtful, responsible digital citizens in the classroom and beyond. Thank you for listening on this Sunday, Sunday, Sunday.